Yo, what up, man? I really appreciate you guys for dropping by. You know what I'm talking about, showing the channel some love, So I'm about to just jump right into it. You already know what time it is, man. We're finna get down to the nitty and gritty. I'm just gonna dive right in because I think it's about time I let the people know what's going on in these gaming streets. So, we already know we have PlayStation to the left, we have Xbox to the right, and we have the gold mine, the PlayStation at the top. So for some odd reason, Sony on the left, Sony always seem to try to sabotage things without really knowing that that's what they're doing in the long run. That comes from jumping to conclusions, jumping the gun, fumbling the ball, shooting themselves in the foot with deals. Because it's one reason, bro, to be honest, man, that greed and being grimy, being scheming, low down, shady, at the end of the day, bro, you're not going to get anywhere like that. I'm just being real. You're not going to get anywhere like that, and you're not going to prosper that way, guys. That's why I always tell you guys, man, just be righteous. Do not follow Sony path if you want to get into business, if you want to become a game designer, if you want to create your own company, your own tech company, you want to get into the market, the stocks, bro. Do not follow Sony tactics. Do not follow behind Sony on how they handle things, because they have a gold mine at the top. They have PlayStation at the top, bro, and they're just sabotaging. They're just ruining deal after deal after deal, bro. And now they're having to double back and backtrack and say, "Oh man, we dropped the ball, bro." Lock down Spider-Man. Did they really have to lock down Spider-Man? If they're the leaders in the market, if they're the market leader, did they really have to lock down Spider-Man, or was it a greed thing? Because they really didn't have a release banger outside of Spider-Man when PS5 dropped, which is everybody saying that it's really a PS4 game, but it's just upscale graphics. A PS4 Pro, but it's just upscale, better frame rate, better visual, a little better visuals, you can tell, it's a graphics a little more better on PS5. So this been their plan the whole time to use it. It's not their IP. Remember that, guys. Spider-Man is not their IP. That is Marvel's IP. They just bought the license to Spider-Man. And being that there's so many people complaining, bro, right now, I'm talking about, bro, I cannot get away from it. Every vlog is talking about it. They're comparing, they're comparing Spider-Man's loading faster on PS5. And every PC is not gonna be the same, bro. Everybody, they built their PCs different. So you don't know what somebody's really running. But we all know that you can upscale a PC way more than a console. We already know a PC is way more powerful. So I'm not even going that route of saying which is more powerful than the other one, because that's a no-brainer. But PlayStation is the gold mine. It's at the top, and a lot of fans on Xbox side still feel betrayed by Marvel and Spider-Man and Sony. And I'm just delivering the message, man. These folks on Xbox side feel betrayed. They feel like Marvel let them down. They feel like Sony stole something that was for everybody. Nobody had a problem. Nobody seemed to really step up and really make a big fuss about it. But yet and still, when it comes to the Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal, Sony is going out their way to try to stop this deal. But why didn't Xbox give that same energy? Give that same energy on stopping the whole Spider-Man, Marvel / Activision deal going up exclusive on PS5 and PS4. We know it's on PC now. Due to some, issues with I think console sales and marketing, and they want to stick by this physical game $70 price tag. They want to sell physical games because they feel like it's a bigger resale market for that. It's like they're double dipping. So basically, if somebody go trade the game in the GameStop, somebody go buy it pre-owned, I'm assuming Sony still get a percentage of that sale too. So somebody trade in a Spider-Man game and it's pre-owned, and I'm pretty sure they resell it. I'm pretty sure they probably get a little something off of that one too. So I'm guessing them sticking with that $70 price tag is what led them to become even more greedy. That's why they wanted to make Spider-Man exclusive, because at the end of the day, they want you to be locked into the PlayStation ecosystem, guys. Now I know Xbox fans are like, we don't care about them being locked into the ecosystem. If they could have did a deal like something like, let's say they would have did a deal something like Call of Duty. Yes, it'll be on Xbox, but PlayStation still owns it. Insomniac still owns it. Cool, fine. But PlayStation would have still been getting that bag. And even if it would have went on Game Pass, maybe like a year later, even if they would have did a timed exclusive for up to like 2 years or so, that would have still hit big on release, and they didn't even have to tell anybody that it was coming on Xbox. But PlayStation would have already made that bag, so they really didn't have to be that grimy and that greedy if you really think about it, because they could have just made it a time exclusive and then just bring it out later on PC and Xbox, and they still would have double dipped. They still would have made that double dip money, that cash grab with the remakes, remasters. But they're not thinking like that because they love jumping the gun on how I can beat my opponent at their own game, which even if it means stealing a game that was once on your console, like Crash Bandicoot, right? We all know once this deal goes through, they're probably gonna make Crash Bandicoot exclusive to Xbox, and that was once PlayStation back in the day mascot. But they stopped really branding in Crash Bandicoot. They put out the Gods of the Wars of the world, God of War and Spider-Man. So they really kind of just, brushed him under the rug. They really ain't pushed him out since the earlier days. But now they got Spider-Man, and they need Xbox, they need Microsoft sales, because they have to make up that revenue. They have to make up all of that money that they're losing, that they can't keep up with demand. And a lot of you guys, if you do have PC, guys, even if you have a PS4 and you want to jump into a PS5 somewhat ecosystem or whatever, you can get PlayStation Premium on your PC. Even if you're an Xbox guy and you don't want to really support Sony, but you want to support PlayStation as a brand, not Sony the company, you still can get PlayStation Premium on your PC and still get a pretty nice, back catalog of games, AAA bangers. I like throwing gems out there to you guys, let you guys know what you can get, you know what I'm saying, for the low, so that you don't have to break the bank to pretty much go on eBay and buy a marked up PS5 that's like $2,000. Don't even know if you're really going. You don't really even know if you're going to get what you're buying, man. It's just crazy. I just sit back and think sometimes, guys, look how crazy gaming have gotten. Do we really need all the lockdowns unless they're exclusive, like if it's not a console exclusive AAA banger game, do we really need the lockdowns at this point, being that Xbox is going in a different direction with Game Pass and cloud gaming? Do we really need to lock down games now from here on out? Being that Sony have just released it on PC now, we can kind of, do you think we can kind of calm down the console wars a little bit, being that Spider-Man is out? Yeah, we seen all of, you know, the blocking deals out there now, that they're blocking stuff from coming to Game Pass at a very high rate. That's why it's a problem. It's not that they're blocking games, it's that they're trying to block everything, bro. That's why it's an issue. It's not an issue if it's only 1 or 2 games. Bro, y'all blocking 5, 10, 15, 20 games a time, trying to block them from coming to Game Pass so you can sell these $70 hard copy CDs, you know. And plus, think about it, guys. They want to double dip on GameStop. So somebody traded in. Oh, I'm done playing with the one and done with Spider-Man. Let me go get God of War. They resell that Spider-Man. They just made another sale on God of War, whether they bought it new or used. Sony still double dipping with the hard copies. That's more money. That's why they don't want to do PC Plus or PlayStation Plus Premium or PC Plus Premium, PlayStation Premium. They don't really want to push that as much. I mean, that's what led me to believe they love doing hard copy games, because if they can double dip so hard with those, you're double selling pretty much everything, bro. Because once you're done with them, nobody's really gonna hang on to games that long once something new drop. Maybe 6 months to a year. After that, pretty much they're gonna go trade it in. They're gonna be done playing it. You have so many people want to get their hands on Spider-Man that's a Xbox fan, bro, and they just felt like they just stole the game from Xbox, and PC people are enjoying it. Big shout out to my PC boys out there, PC gamers. I've been seeing that they're happy about it, but it's a lot of fanboys out there that's not too happy about it. And some stories came out about people felt like Sony, the actual Sony ponies felt like Sony portrayed them. Now they feel like they feel like the Xbox boys felt. Okay, now they feel like, oh, you're giving away Spider-Man now on us. You're giving away Spider-Man, and now you're gonna give it to PC after I just went out, spent my hard-earned money for a PS5, waited in line, maybe was even on a back order, and now you're gonna bring it to PC? Do you think these guys are happy, bro? These guys aren't happy. So that's why I say at the end of the day, guys, Sony is not your friend. They're only using you because they're all about business. They're not about the fans first. Xbox and PC is more about the fans first, because you can see the way they operate. Sony don't listen to their fans. I just heard somebody say they want to see some more God of War gameplay out there on showcases and state of plays and all that. I heard somebody earlier say they want to see that. They want to see more of that. The fans would like to see that. We're gonna see if Sony's gonna hear you guys crying out. But bro, these are the things that goes on behind closed doors when they're going back and forth, hollering and hooting. You know, the left versus the right. The left is Sony, the right is Xbox. PlayStation is at the top. But somehow Sony is really rubbing people the wrong way right now. I mean, they're rubbing Xbox fans the wrong way. They're rubbing Sony fans the wrong way. And they are damn sure rubbing the Sony ponies the wrong way with this whole Spider-Man release on PC. These guys are, bro, they're outraged right now. They don't like it. They don't agree with it. And I would really love to hear Sony, after they released it, these past few days or whatever, I would really love to hear the response to the fans. Like this, you see what you call Sony, you did this. You made people fight and feud over something that you were just being greedy at first, but now it turned into something bigger. You're turning your own fans kind of against you a little bit, because they're low-key kind of mad. They're fanboys, but they're low-key kind of mad at Sony, bro. Like, low-key, they really kind of mad and upset at Sony. Like, diehard PlayStation fans, bro, they are really low-key mad at them for this. And I feel like they have every right to be. You know what I mean? Okay, we can go through a checklist. What's coming to PC that they're really gonna be mad? They got Miles Morales. That's on the way. You got Uncharted, the whole collection. That's on the way. You know, Days Gone. I'm pretty sure. I think you could probably get that. I don't know if you can get those already, but you already know you got Horizon, Zero Dawns of the world. You are now the Spider-Man's out there, the remastered, and the God of War 2018, and you got so many more on the way. That's the crazy thing, bro. You got so many more on the way, and my argument is, to sum it all up, to make a long story short, even though I made it long by accident, I didn't mean to. Are you guys feeling like I'm feeling and feel like Sony is trying to play both sides of the fence, like with being greedy? Like, are they trying to pretend like they're trying to make Sony fans happy, but really they're just trying to make themselves happy? Because all this double dipping, all this cash grabbing with the remakes, all of this locking down IPs, Spider-Man, Wolverine, you know, Capcom, Square Enix, Final Fantasies, Resident Evils, you know, charging to do crossplay on like stuff like Fortnite, I think, stuff like that. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay with that? You okay with rocking with Sony like this, or do you want them to change? Because I don't see how they're gonna play both sides of the fence, bro. They're charging $70 price tag for hard copy games so they can double dip. $70 plus tax. So you may be paying $75 or so plus dollars for one game, and once you're done with it, you got to go trade it in for another $70 plus dollars game. So what do you do now? Do you go to Game Pass? Because once this Activision Call of Duty deal go through, guys, I just want to know what you guys going to decide to do. Because this whole locking down superheroes and Spider-Man and all that, guys, this right here is just really sickening to a lot of people, and I think Sony's just making people sick to their stomach. So I just want to touch on that real quick, man. I just something that crossed my mind, you know. So to later on, guys, we're gonna jump back into some more you know, details or whatever on what's going on in these gaming streets. So you already know what to do, guys. Make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the latest and greatest news out there. Thank you and peace.